Hello everyone and welcome to Geeta Nandan Academy. Today we are going to discuss the Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar's vision of democracy. Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar was a jurist, economist, politician and social reformer who inspired the Dalit Buddhist movement and campaigned against social discrimination against Dalits. He was the principal architect of the Constitution of India and is considered the father of the Indian Constitution. Ambedkar's vision of democracy was based on the principle of equality, liberty, fraternity, and social justice. He believed that the democracy was not just about the political rights but also about the economic and social equality. He argued that the democracy could not be meaningful for the Dalits and other marginalized groups unless they were also economically and socially empowered. Ambedkar's vision of democracy was influenced by his own experiences of discrimination and oppression. He was born into a Dalit family and faced discrimination throughout his life. He was denied admission to schools and colleges, and he was not allowed to enter temples or public places. He was also subjected to physical violence and humiliations. Ambedkar's experience of discrimination led him to believe that democracy could not be achieved without social and economic transformation. He argued that the caste system was the root cause of inequality in India. He called for the abolition of the caste system and the creation of just and equitable society. Ambedkar's vision of democracy was also influenced by his study of Western political thought. He was particularly influenced by the work of John Stuart Mill, Karl Marx, and Friedrich Engels. He drew on these works to develop his own ideas about democracy and social justice. Ambedkar's vision of democracy was a radical one. He challenged the traditional Hindu view of society and called for fundamental transformation of the Indian social ideal. He argued that the democracy could not be meaningful for the Dalits and other marginalized groups unless they were also economically and socially empowered. Ambedkar's vision of democracy has a profound impact on India. His ideas have been used to justify the affirmative action programs that have helped to improve the lives of the Dalits and other marginalized groups. His ideas have also been used to argue for the need for the social and economical transformation in India. Ambedkar's vision of democracy is still relevant today. India is still a country with deep social and economic inequalities. The Dalits and other marginalized groups continue to face discrimination and oppressions. Ambedkar's vision of democracy provides a roadmap for the transformation of Indian society and the creation of just and equitable society for all. Now we are going to understand the key elements of the Ambedkar's vision of democracy. First, equality. Ambedkar believed that all people are equal regardless of their caste, creed, gender, or religion. He argued that the democracy could not be meaningful unless all people had equal rights and opportunities. Second one, liberty. Ambedkar believed that all people have the right to freedom of speech, freedom of association, and freedom of religion. He argued that the democracy could not be meaningful unless all people were free to express their opinion and to participate in the political process. Third one, fraternity. Ambedkar believed that democracy requires a sense of solidarity and mutual respect among all citizens, and he argued that democracy could not be meaningful unless all people felt a sense of belonging and shared responsibility for the common good. Social justice. Ambedkar believed that democracy required the elimination of the social and economic inequalities. He argued that democracy could not be meaningful unless all people had equal access to education, employment, housing, and healthcare. Ambedkar's vision of democracy is a radical one, but it is also a vision that is essential for the creation of a just and equitable society. His ideas continue to inspire people around the world who are fighting for social justice and human rights. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe Geeta Nandan Academy for learning more.